Police in Essex say prank calls or time wasters are putting lives at risk. Each force has a target of answering 90% of its 999 calls within 10 seconds. But none of our forces is meeting that target. Now in Essex, they're warning that persistent offenders who slow them down will be prosecuted. Tubby reports.
Essex Police, what's your emergency?
These police call handlers are under pressure to answer 999 calls fast.
We're going to put it on a priority response, so what that means is it's going to be as soon as possible.
They're dealing with distressing, life-threatening situations, listening to harrowing calls.
Calls involving children affect me quite a bit. I did have a call that was quite difficult to take, mainly because how distressed the mum was.
Especially with like road traffic collisions, they can be quite stressful as well, especially if there's multiple cars. If there's any injuries, children involved.
If anyone calls in regards to they've had an overdose or they've hurt themselves.
I've known a member of staff who in their second day in the control room has taken a confession for a murder.
The control room is seen as the engine room of the police force. It's open all year round with a total of 270 staff. But 999 calls aren't being answered fast enough because of nuisance calls. These were received in the last month.
Hello, yeah. Could I order a large pepperoni, please?
You've called the police on an emergency number.
Yeah, could I have extra cheese with that, please?
Do you want me to prosecute for hoax calls?
My Sky network.
Your Sky? Well, like
Yeah.
the TV?
Yeah.
Yeah, that'll have to be something you talk to Sky about. 999 can't assist with that, I'm afraid. If you come through on an emergency line, is your life in danger?
No, it's not, but I've got no way of getting home tonight.
999 on an emergency line because you can't get home.
If they're the ones that own the property, there's not a lot police can do about it.
Lucy Edwards should be answering 999 calls. This one is not an emergency, it's a family dispute.
On our screens you can see when there's calls waiting, so if you're on a call to someone that is clearly like time wasting and you can see that you've got other calls waiting, you know full well that that call could be someone in need of help like right now.
Yesterday we had someone call saying they only had 50p for a newspaper.
What they're classed as an emergency and what we class as an emergency are two different things. On our emergency calls, it's the here and now.
The number of 999 calls that come into this control room are constantly monitored and also shown to the staff. Now, currently, they are meeting the government target by answering 93% of their calls within 10 seconds.
If you're going to call 999, is it happening now? Is there a threat to life or is it a crime in progress? Now, for someone who sits on in here date, we will know that. But as other people, members of the public who don't have many interactions with the emergency services, they will just go, I need help, I need someone's help, and that's what they look for.
For those abusing the system, there's a stern warning for putting lives at risk.
If we find that people are routinely wasting our time and they're things that are clearly not emergencies, then that could theoretically put other members of the public at risk because we can't answer a genuine emergency call because we're tied up. If that is the case, then we will look to prosecute people.
These call handlers take pride in knowing they've helped someone in their time of need, but they might have got to them faster if others hadn't wasted their time. Tubby, BBC Look East, Essex Police Control Room.